Revelio. Revelio.
Might as well be surrounded by...
It's never been this long. I just know something's happened.
Adelaide Oaks, isn't it? I received your owl.
Yes, I'm Adelaide Oaks. Oh dear. You see, my uncle Rowland is a metal trader who's quite well known in the goblin community. He normally sends me owls every week when he's on his business travels. In his last owl, he alluded to dealings with those radical goblins, Ranrock's loyalists. It's been ages since that owl and I'm worried. What with the troll attack on Hogsmeade and the rumours that goblins may have been involved, well, I'm fearing the worst. Should I be worried about my uncle, or am I overthinking this?
I think you're right to be concerned, Adelaide. Your uncle may be in trouble.
You're much more understanding than Professor Weasley. She heard I was going to look for him and forbade me from leaving the grounds. She's convinced he can handle himself, but I can't concentrate on anything until I know he's all right. Could you try to find out for me? From what I hear, you're almost as adventurous as Uncle Rowland.
Has your uncle traded with many goblins?
Yes, for ages. Even speaks gobbledygook. But he only recently mentioned Ranrock's lot, insisting the galleons were worth the risk. He does it for me. Between robes and supplies, attending Hogwarts costs a fair sickle. And besides that, Uncle Rowland has expensive taste. He's sacrificed so much for me over the years. I promised him that as soon as I finish Hogwarts, I shall be the one taking care of him.
I take it you and your uncle are close?
We are. My mother died when I was born, and I lost my father when I was 5. Uncle Rowland's looked after me for as long as I can remember. He knows I get anxious when he travels, and that's why he sends me all the owls, to let me know that he's all right.
I'll try and look into it for you, Adelaide.
Thank you. He's very thorough in his record keeping, notes all his trades in a journal, makes maps. In fact, in his last owl, he drew me a map of his next stop. He'd planned to set up camp north of here. I do hope you're able to find out where he is. Thank you again for any help you can provide. Rowland would never leave me to worry like this.
I hope Adelaide's Uncle Rowland is all right. She seems very worried. Adelaide mentioned her uncle's camp may be near Bromborough, past the river. this be Mr. Oakes' campsite? Ranrock's the...
What have we here? Another human? Wouldn't mind a plum job at Gringotts. Let me Potato! Let me I don't think you know who you're dealing with. Enough. Not quite. Leviosa, Depulso.
Now to find out what happened here. Mr. Oakes' trade journal.
Revelio.
Mr. Oakes' trade journal. Adelaide said that her uncle kept notes of his trades, maps. Perhaps these landmarks will lead me to him.
I heard something. Come out. Our fortunate for you. I know. You're the next one.
The ball, sir.
Careful now. Oh. Can I have some?
The ball, sir.
You dare slay one of my own! You will fall!
Rock formation.
No.
That's the first landmark on this map. Now to find the crooked tree.
Incendio.
This looks intriguing. Could it be a Merlin trial? A crooked tree, just as the map said. The crumbling tower shouldn't be far from here. And the crumbling tower. The spot on the map should be directly south of here. Incendio! What do we have here?
Why, this might be the best meal I've had in years. No, I mean it. I don't think I shall need to eat again till next week. Someone there?
I don't like the looks of that encampment. I may have more luck higher up in the keep. Revelio. Glad I was never locked up here. Revelio. A ladder. That's what I need. Revelio.
Not quiet enough.
Well played. Reparo. Accio.
best place to be caught alone.
We're close to a breakthrough. I can feel it.
This is the spot on the map. I'd best have my wits about me.
Who's the
Reparo. Lumos.
arrogant child?
Levioso. Capulso.
I will be.
What will we find in here?
Revelio. Expelliarmus.
It's punishment to us all to have that miserable human around.
Someone there? Sleep on my feet, I could. Oh! Seems quiet. Quiet, if you ask me. Afraid to fight? Quiet as a grapple, and you are. Ah! Ah! Oh! Ah!
Reparo. Potato. Levioso.
Who do you
It looks as though Adelaide's instincts were spot on.
Aloha Mora. Revelio.
Totalis.
Ranrock has fooled you all, to your demise.
Revelio.
A human's word is worthless. This prisoner owes us the metal we were promised.
Someone there?
The area's still clear. If anybody cares.
What was that?
Arresto Memento.
We're coming here.
Let me...
That's the stick from the cow. No, that's embarrassing.
Boiler door. How to open it?
You've been paid? Is that the best you can do? An utterly pitiful display.
I will make you.
Won't get away with that. You asked for this sad. Really, it is. When are you going to give up? That was unimpressive.
Protego!
Are you quite finished?
This is where you will fail.
I shall avenge your death. It was pitiful. You won't get away with that. I shall avenge your death. That student defeated our encampment in the tower. Your time is short, child.
You only have Ranrock to blame. Revelio. Depulso.
Revelio.
Revelio.
Not quite. I won't rest. Was that your best? I've been fighting since before you were born. Easily diverted. That was meant for me. Lost my hand. This is a waste of money.
What's down there?
Who's that? Ready to fight, slippery little squid. Oh. Don't have time for this.
Confringo!
You can't stop us.
Glacier!
You won't stop me. Your spells glance off of me.
Glacier!
I will make you pay. I won't rest until you're dead. Hogwarts teach you nothing about dueling.
Glacier!
Not quite.
Descender!
Pity. Not quite. Was that your best? I've been fighting since before you were born. Easily done. Oh, that was meant for me.
Confringo!
The last time you hit me, here's me. You can't stop us.
Confringo!
You won't stop me. Your spells glance off of me. Enough of this.
Feels like I've been at this for hours. Show yourself, if you're there. I've never seen a sword like this.
Totalis. Revelio.
I don't see myself doing this soon. Someone there? Rot in the cage. He'll soon regret not bringing us the metal he promised. Wait a moment.
Revelio. Hello? Mr. Oakes?
Yes, I'm here. They've taken my wand. This cell has an enchanted lock. I have experience with these locks, but I need my wand if I have any chance of opening it. Look for a boiler door. I've heard them speak of it.
I need to find Mr. Oakes' wand. Where could it be? Revelio. It's set.
Incendio.
It's the students from the town.
Protego.
deadly knife.
This must be Mr. Oakes's wand. Perhaps now he can set himself free.
You did it! I found my wand and... Wait, you're a student? Oh, we must get you to safety immediately. It's dangerous.
It's all right, Mr. Oakes. I've dealt with these goblins before.
Dear Merlin, you're either very lucky or very talented. Well, how did you find me?
I'm a friend of Adelaide's. She was worried about your business with Ranrock's loyalists.
Oh, she was right to be. I couldn't go through with the agreement, and when I told them, I ended up blindfolded and behind bars. Been locked in that infernal cell for so long, they'd forgot I was even there. I overheard things. If only I could reward you for what you've done. Blasted goblins stole every knut on me. All I can say is thank you, truly.
You mentioned you overheard things.
Sad tale, really. I think I know where Ranrock's unfortunate vendetta against wizardkind began. Although dragon breeding was outlawed by the Warlocks Convention of 1709, Ranrock stumbled upon an illegal dragon camp. He was young, found the creatures fascinating. He'd visit the camp in secret whenever he could, never making his presence known. After weeks of sly surveillance, he finally summoned the courage to speak to the wizard in charge. Ranrock wanted to join them, and the creatures. The wizard happened to drop his wand. Ranrock saw an opportunity. He picked it up, went to hand it back as a means of introducing himself. The sight of a goblin with a wand sent the wizard into an instant rage. He beat Ranrock nearly to death. Ever since, Ranrock has despised wizardkind, sees us all as cruel.
Am I right that you speak gobbledygook?
Unbeknownst to Ranrock's fiends, I do. I've always had an affinity for goblin culture. Knew I wanted to be a metal trader ever since I was a lad. It wasn't easy learning the language. It's complex, and my memory's as weak as my knees these days. But after decades working with fine goblin folk, I grew fairly proficient. At least, I'd like to think so.
I'm grateful I was able to help you, Mr. Oakes. Adelaide thinks the world of you.
Oh, and I her. She's become quite savvy to my trading habits, always analysing my detailed owls. Oh, if only I hadn't resorted to trading with such fiends. A lesson I shan't soon forget. Having my wand back is like being reunited with an old friend. I must return home and inform Adelaide of my safety. Will you be all right?
I'll be fine, Mr. Oakes. You get back to Adelaide. I assure you, her worries outweigh yours.
Oh, I'm anxious to see my dear niece. And then I plan to travel far from here for my next round of trading. Thank you. May life reward you justly for your deeds. Be well, my friend.
Mr. Oakes was lucky. Ranrock's lot would never have freed him.
Oi! Pass that fire whiskey over here. You have to learn to share.
Goodness. Not a party to attend by myself.
Revelio.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Revelio. Aloha Mora. Revelio.
You're back! Nice to see you again. Nice doing business with you. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
Nothing warms a body like incendiary. That's what my mother used to say.
Revelio.
What do we have?
Alohomora. Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
The young today aren't willing to put in the work.
Revelio.
I have a terrible curse where I can't live.
What do we have here? A demiguise.
Revelio.
Not a day goes by I don't use something I didn't learn at Hogwarts. Anyone can run a shop if they inherit it.
Thank you again for delivering those potions to Madame Lowing. Saved me a lot of time and trouble. I hope to see you again. Farewell. What can I do for you today? Hear you found a bit of treasure in the forest. Was never one for adventure myself. A wise decision. Thank you. I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
Glad you came.
Revelio.
Hello, Serona. I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Lodgok?
I did, thank you. In fact, we're working together to try and rein in Ranrock.
Are you? I suspected you and he would get along. Perhaps best I don't know details of your plans. And I shall refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you're needing my help with something?
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favour for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I don't believe I've met Mrs. Sprottle.
She's lovely. Her late husband Aidan was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stay with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion. And you could retrieve something of mine in the process. A box, full of old letters and such.
Why does Mrs. Sprottle keep a supply of Wiggenweld potion on hand?
Dot's a skilled potioneer. She's been supplying travelling vendors with Wiggenweld potion. An ordinary precaution that has, unfortunately, become a necessity, what with Ranrock's loyalists disrupting the trade routes.
Why did Mr. and Mrs. Sprottle have your box of letters after all this time?
It's one of a few that I had when I was young. Dot found it when she was clearing out a closet. Can't imagine what's in there. Probably terribly theatrical. The ramblings of a teenage witch and her friends. You're welcome to take a peek inside, if you do find it. To be honest, I'd imagine it contains some lovely memories.
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
It would mean the world to me, and to Dorothy. Aidan was bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken ill. Dot can tell you where he might have dropped it. You'll find the hamlet just north of Hogsmeade. Please do give Dot my love.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Revelio.
Who lived here, I wonder?
Ah, but you trusted the wrong kind.
Upper Hogsfield. Now where to find Mrs. Sprottle? Wonder who lives here.
Bardo Beaumont should have returned by now. Had by dark wizards he was.
Hello, Mrs. Sprottle. Actually, Sirona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Sirona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aidan used to collect Horklumps for me. Since he died, my supply has dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. A bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some Horklumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
Believe it or not, I have some with me.
Oh, thank you. How wonderful. The travelling vendors will be thrilled to replenish their stock of Wiggenweld potion.
Sirona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. I stumbled upon it just before Aidan died. He was hoping to go through it with Sirona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch. Aidan took ill when he was collecting Horklumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box in the cavern. The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather Horklumps and collect the box of letters there.
Sirona said she lived with you during the summers when she was at Hogwarts. What was she like?
Goodness. Well, she was almost exactly like she is now. Charming, good head on her shoulders, taking care of everyone. I can't tell you the fun we had when she and her friends would visit us during the year, all buzzing about, practicing charms. Talented group. Her friend Mirabelle was a genius in the garden. Learned it all from her muggle parents, if you can believe it.
Do you remember anything about the letters you put in the box?
Oh, of course. A few letters from some of her school friends. Some nice memories. I even included a letter Sirona had written to me when she was staying with us. Thought she might enjoy reading it. I know when I read writing from my youth, I'm always astonished at how much I've changed, and yet remain the same.
Thank you, Mrs. Sprottle.
Thank you. I'll be here if you are able to collect those Horklumps. I, and the vendors I help, would greatly appreciate it.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
This place has seen better days.
Hogwarts is very...
This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle mentioned.
Irondale's not harmed herself. Someone get me down! All right, you've had your fun. This isn't a fair fight. Enough! Now put me down! No!
Leviosa.
Is this no threat? It isn't Nora Treadwell's guardian angel. You may want to move.
Leviosa.
Am I supposed to be Just how many witches are there? Oh, too hard.
Incendio.
Gave the Horcrux to Mrs. Sprottle, but I still need to visit the cave to find Serona's box of letters. Perhaps I'll find more Hawk. Better have a look around, see if I can find that box of letters.
Incendio.
That's all the Horcrux for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased.
Expelliarmus.
Either I'll have to fight that troll, together.
Leviosa. Good Arresto momentum. Glacius. Confrigo. Potato.
Rest easy, my large friend.
Revelio.
This must be Sirona's box of letters. I should take this box of letters to Sirona. She'll be glad to have it back. I think that's everything. Sirona will be glad to have... Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
He'll see it was a mistake, parting ways with me.
I saw what you did!
I'll say it again. Can't thank you enough for helping to save the village from those trolls.
Hello, Sirona. I have good news. I was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle with some hawk lumps for her Wiggenweld potion, and I found your box of letters.
Oh, thank you. I knew you were the one to ask.
I wondered about some of the letters in the box.
Of course. It appears most of the letters were from fellow students.
I saw a letter from someone named Mirabelle. Is that Professor Garlic?
It is. Still one of my dearest friends. I know she wouldn't mind you having seen that letter. She and I are of a similar mind, especially when it comes to young people. We believe experience to be an invaluable teacher. To borrow a phrase from Mirabelle, it's a joy to see anyone blossom, but particularly one who doubted they ever would.
One of the letters mentions Quidditch practice. Did you play?
I did. Was the Ravenclaw Seeker for 3 years. Oh, Merlin's beard. I adore Quidditch. Nothing like the feeling of catching the golden snitch when your team's down by 140 points. I'll never forgive Professor Black for cancelling it this year. I missed cheering for Ravenclaw.
I spotted a letter from you to Mrs. Sprottle. You two seem to have a lot of fun together.
We do. She taught me so much during my summers with her and Aidan. I shall be the first to admit that adolescents aren't always the easiest to understand. And not everyone was as kind to me as the Sprottles. But the depth of their kindness, and that of so many of my friends, got me through... well, got me through some challenging times, to put it mildly.
I'm glad I could be of help. Mrs. Sprottle sends her best.
Don't know what I'd have done without her and Aidan. Thank you, again, for helping her. And for returning this box of letters. It's nice to reflect on good memories.